Meanwhile, one of the first memorials to the victims of October 7th attack is coming to New York City.
Todd Piro is getting behind-the-scenes look. Todd?
In a word, haunting. This is absolutely haunting. They've recreated October 7th at the Nova Music Festival, from everything to the tents left as they were on that fateful day, cell phones and belongings still in the tents, to the market that people could buy goods, to this. And I want to warn you, this is graphic. These are the cars, the burned out shell of cars from October 7th. And you can see absolutely destroyed, bullet holes in some of them, chilling. Now let's go over here to the portable bathrooms. And when you think about the horror of the individuals experiencing at that moment, you can see bullet holes as people tried to find cover inside these very portable bathrooms. That's a bullet hole, and that is terrifying. We're going to come over here to the bar. You think music festival, it's a fun time. Everybody's drinking, everybody's having a party. The bar here left exactly as it was the moment that terrorists decided to murder people enjoying their life. And then finally over here, you can see all the leftover items that still have not been recovered, because in all likelihood, the people that own these items are dead. We're going to go speak with some survivors of that fateful day right now. I'm joined by Paz and Shai. If you guys could come over here in a room with pictures of all those that were murdered that day. When you saw this exhibit for the first time in Tel Aviv, now here, what goes through your mind as to the authenticity, how they recreated that day?
It was terrified. I lost more than 50 friends, and you can see it. It's tough, it's not easy, but we're here to...
You're here to send the message, to remind people of this day. Do you think that Americans viewing this exhibit will truly understand the horror that people went through on October 7th?
They'll definitely understand the horror, but one thing I think they'll see the most is the beauty that was all of these individuals, all of these people from the ages of 65 to 17 are some of the best people in the whole world, and this is what happened to them.
Going from an exhibit like this to just a few blocks north at Columbia, when you see protests like that, both in Columbia yesterday and throughout the city, what goes through your mind when you see people just not understanding that day and the plight of the Israelis?
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. No one wants this. We didn't want this. And the fact that people are cheering it on and encouraging it and are happy to hear about it, are happy to hear about, the death of a 17-year-old, the death of a 16-year-old, couples being brutally murdered, it breaks my heart. It's not something I ever would have imagined.
Now, when you see their belongings, that really brings it home. These aren't just names. These aren't just people you see on the news. These are people. These are real humans that lost their lives on that horrible day. So moving, so poignant. Back to you in the studio.
All right. Todd, thank you very much for showing us what they're doing here in New York City.